Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Tactics Ogre Reborn walkthrough. Alright, so this is actually going to be a video of the Heavenly General here in the San Bronzo Ruins. And this is the one that appears at Floating Ruins level 4. As long as you've got a Heaven's Fork in your inventory, which I do have a bunch of them, I guess 8 still. I actually just used one here in order to get the drop from the Heavenly General here, which is the Pavana, which is a spear. Looks pretty brutal. 100 health on it is kind of nuts, and then it's got the skill bonus, spears plus 30, and then lightning averse on hit. A pretty nasty spear. Spears have that lightning elemental finisher, which is pretty brutal. So, anyways, I'm actually going to be trying to grab one more here. And so yeah, Pavana dropping 30% of the time, a Daedalus Pinion 25, Daedalus Rack 25, or a Chelcum 30, and Vortex 2 also dropping 30% of the time. I'll probably try to make sure that I get both the Pavana and Vortex 2, as I did the last time. This is going to be my setup. The first Heavenly General I actually just did with a bunch of undead units, and I think that works, but I didn't really like it that much, and I think that this is a little bit, well, better now that I have some really good units. So I've got a couple of Songstress here that I'm going to be bringing. I've got an Assassin Blade in the main hand, and then a Melitza Staff on the offhand. This is really just for mana recharge. And so once I charge up enough of their mana, then I can just use the songs to kind of keep everybody with mana. So that'll be the plan. I am going to take my dragon. I've noticed, the dragon usually gets focused on, so hopefully it'll be able to draw some fire. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. This battle I'll do the whole way through. The initial battle, obviously, I took the general down and then got the drops and then retreated. That's one of the nice things that you can do, with the Heavenly Generals, is if you're trying to farm them, you can actually just kill them and then retreat. And that just makes it so that, you can get basically multiple drops within a dungeon and not necessarily have to run the dungeon multiple times. So unfortunately here, I only got Dragon's Eye, which is a drag. Alright, so there's an auto card at least. I don't know that it's as critical, but it's nice if you can get Dragon's Scale up early on. Obviously in this case it didn't end up happening, but God, is it worth it to try grabbing this crit card? I think I'm gonna try it. That's probably a bad idea. I'm probably going to regret that very, very soon, but I want to knock down that other pile of brush over here too, but I think I'm going to wait on that. Maybe I can do that with Ravenous. She doesn't really have that much to do on her turn anyway. I also have the Medusa shield on Ravenous, which has that Evil Eye skill, which is pretty nasty. But we'll see if I can end up getting that to work out. Yeah, Denim is going to get hit by the boss, I think. Probably by a we'll see. Jesus. Love it. The nice thing about this setup is that it's obviously very, very damaging, whereas the undead route just takes forever because it's really about wearing the enemy down. And I don't love that strategy, but it does work, and it did work for the first. Actually, I think I did 3 kills on that Heavenly General that drops the Yama. Don't really care about a physical card. Also, I should say my Songstress recruits here have the or they have whatchamacallit, Meditate 4, which is only possible by body swapping. So basically, I started out with, I think it was like a Terror Knight, and then I went into a battle with a Ring of the Dead, yeah, Ring of the Dead, and basically, you know, changed the Terror Knight into a changed the Terror Knight into a Lich. You know, obviously the Terror Knight had the Ogre Blade on. Changed it into a Lich, and then body swapped with a Pumpkinhead, a Pumpkin Familiar. And then I finished, because I think I was like level 10 of the Pouch Dead. And, you know, left the battle, basically, and then went back into town, trained the Familiar up to level 50. The Songstress has better growth, generally, like, across the board, but the Familiars get better, like, MP growth. Like, the Songstress gets no MP growth whatsoever, which isn't that important in the long run, but there's no way to really, aside from green cards, there's no way to bring up your mana. And so I figured, well, you know, maybe I'll just level as the Familiar, you know, get the mana up naturally, and then I can use you know, charms to boost up my other stats if I want. But we'll see if I end up doing that. All right, so that's the problem. These the two blood vials over there on the side, they both have Masuba. Funny, that's very close to one of the names that you like to use. Anyways, those two blood vials have orbs that stun your characters, which really sucks. Oh Jesus, God, that hurts so bad. All right, well, I just got Dragon Scale, so that's good. I'm gonna run up here, grab this crit card, and then just try to use a potion and stumble, of course. That's probably okay though now. Alright, so now I want to focus on this other blood vial off on the side. I think it's that guy. It's the one that hasn't used his orb yet. It's of course that guy. So I'll be trying to take him down before he can use that. Obviously you can see how brutal that was, and it's on top of that just very annoying. Obviously stun is very annoying, so again I'll be trying to get rid of that. God, yeah, let's just do this. This is not, yeah, I can't do this, because I'm just gonna, oh, wait, what? Oh, I see. Is this not gonna work because I'm not facing this shield? Alright. I'll just hold off on that. Spot over here. There we go. Ah, still missing one character, but that's right. I'll at least hit Denim with that. I mean, that's a pretty bad heal, but it's more about the mana for me. I don't mind the lack of the heal. Oh, she's still good. Oh, nice. Okay, well, at least I didn't stumble. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. I'm gonna have to chariot this, I can already tell. Yeah. Don't... Well, I mean, I don't know. So, he only hit Olivia. Yeah, I think maybe if that would have hit somebody else, I probably would have worried about that, but I think we're good. Oh, that wasn't obviously ideal, but yeah, I think I'll be alright. That guy, you know, runs over and blasts like half of your party with stun, then, you know, I'd say probably worth charioting and making sure that doesn't happen, but I think we'll be alright. So yeah, here's the nice thing about you know, having so many like summons, is it's really like you're able to take down the enemies really quickly, whereas the undead strategy, you know, for the most part you can just, you know, let your allies kind of die off to a certain extent, and also as long as you take this Lich guy down, because that Lich guy's got banish. But yeah, anyways, you know, this strategy is more about, you know, getting things down really quickly, and the other strategy is more about, you know, wearing out the enemies. So really up to you on kind of what strategy you want to employ, but I kind of do like this one a little bit more. It's faster, certainly. It's riskier, but it is a bit faster. There we go. Wasted a turn on healing. I can deal with that. It's a pretty weak nuke. Who is this? Uriel. So, Uriel, I think, is one. Yeah, it must be one of my characters that I've body swapped. Because if you look there, my intelligence is 367 and mine is 337, which is pretty nuts. Yeah, so she's gonna hit like a ton of bricks here. I really would like to get rid of these octopus things because they're able to breach. Brutal. But yeah, we'll see. See if I can take them down in time. Jesus. Nope. Man. I think I'm gonna chariot back. I gotta figure out how to take these guys down before they get their turns, because that's gonna suck if they get a turn. Yep, I hit them. Alright, here, this is the turn I need to back up to. So I'm gonna focus these guys down. It's a little annoying, but you know, I really want to get them down before they get a turn. Look at that, got some luck. Come on, crits. Yeah, that'll work. That's pretty solid. Pretty weak stuff. Alright, well hopefully this does it. It should. It looks like it's going to. Yeah, oh yeah. Bingo. Alright, that is exactly how I wanted that to go. Oof, Jesus. Brutal. Alright, well, we're still looking pretty good. Dragon's Eye and Scale is up. Should probably grab this other auto card here. We'll just really make sure that Alright, so I'll probably be able to take her down this turn and pick up. So yeah, we'll start working on that. Jesus. She just destroyed that guy. Alright. Oh, not enough mana. That's terrible. Let's see. How about this guy? Oh yeah, he's got tons. Well, I'm just gonna use Avuna Swiftness then on somebody. Where's my big hitter? That's the other nice thing about these pumpkins is I've got the luminant gauntlets on them so that they can use boon or swiftness. So, you know, they're really like, you know, super utility characters. In fact, they're not good for much else. I do have daggers on them. They can do a little bit with them, but, you know, not a whole lot. Potion there. She all fixed up. And then we'll do mana back here. The tough part about this, and it's kind of just generally the case with this game, is that, especially with this setup anyway, is like my goal here is to try to keep everybody packed together so that, you know, velocity shift is hitting everybody. The pumpkin heals are hitting everybody, right? So it can be a little tough, but it works out pretty good. Alright, well, so she dropped. Let's see here. Let's see what we get from this bag. I might have to... This is probably an okay spot to try to get a drop from. Yeah, this is actually really good. Yeah, this will work out perfect. So what I'll do here... Alright, that was... Well, look at that. I got almost everything. The only thing I'm missing out of that is the spear. So what I'll do here is just go back. We'll chariot that. I do want to get Vortex 2 and the Spear at the same time. I don't care as much about the other two drops. Or sorry, the other three drops. The Pinions, the Racks, and or the Pinion Rack and Orange Halpin. So what I'll do here is I'll just try these different spots. And I'll get my drop, and then what I'll do here though is to do that kind of stuff off screen. And I'll kind of just go with what I ended up with, and then I'll pick it back up and we'll finish out the battle. Alright, so that didn't take too long, but I mean, probably at least 10, somewhere between 10 and 15 tries to, you know, get it just right so that I was getting both the Spear and Vortex 2. But yeah, I also got a couple of the other items as well. So at this point now, I'm actually just going to continue on. I'm done. I really only wanted to get, you know, a couple of those spears. And I guess also that, I mean, the spell as well, but it is, yeah, it is time to move on. Honestly, there isn't that much reason to finish this out, honestly. I'll take a look at the rewards again here, but, you know, there'll be a no incapacitation reward terms. Yeah, and that's worth it, right? But I'm definitely not going to end up getting that no chariot reward. So yeah, I mean, I suppose on some level it is at least worth finishing this out just for that. So yeah, but yeah, you know, not too bad. I feel kind of like the tricky part, and it may be just because I've got a couple of those characters that have been body swapped now, right? This would have probably been a bit harder had I, you know, not had that. I was able to get those octopi enemy things down pretty quickly because of that, but yeah, I think that yeah, holy crap. Yeah, that's nuts. But yeah, you know, if you're having problems with this, you can always try the undead strategy. I just don't like it anymore because now I've got, you know, characters that are dishing out some serious damage, and the undead, it's really a game of attrition, right? It's just wear the enemies down, you know, keep knocking enemies down while you know, and obviously a lot of your, you know, the undead will just die over and over and over again. And as long as you take down that Lich guy, you don't have to worry about it, right? He's the only one that can really mess up that strategy by, or just because he has that banish ability. But once you get him down, it's basically over. And kind of one of the things that you can do is if you've got the Reeking set, you can equip that on somebody, maybe even like a melee character that's you know, going to be able to pump out a lot of damage, and then you can just run that character into the back and take him out. A ninja might not be a bad idea as well. You know, you can get the silence to proc, and then just go into the back. You know, sneak back. That's assuming though that ninjas can equip that set. Now that I think about it, I've actually tried it. But yeah, you know, like I said, you could set up a ninja like that, get him to proc the silence, and then either just use a bow attack, right, to get the silence on him, or just go up if you're, you know, dual wielding and, you know, slash him a couple of times and get that silence on. So that's kind of one of the ways that I would recommend maybe doing it. Also, Kashua would kind of work as well as a Dark Priest. I know I've brought that strategy up before in some of my videos, but you know, she could always, I think it's Bloody Gag is the name of that one that does the silence. And you could basically do the same thing. You could equip her with that Reeking set and then send her into the back and try to get that guy poisoned, or I'm sorry, silenced. Though I don't know that that's like that. I don't know if that's necessarily the better strategy of the two. I do think Ninja would work really, really well. But anyway, so that's going to be it for this one. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.